Hey guys, welcome back. So as usual, I'm going to be looking at the Bitcoin Cash versus the US dollar. I'm on the weekly candles. Sorry for all the lines here. It looks a little bit messy, but I need to leave them here for now because they are useful for smaller time frames. The reason I wanted to show the weekly candles, or the reason I wanted to start with the weekly candles is because we finally closed the last weekly candle and we just started a new weekly candle here. So the weekly candle that just closed, it actually closed above the main trend line. That's actually the only trend line that I want you to pay attention here in this chart. You can forget about all the rest, but this main trend line here, the diagonal line, the weekly candle actually closed above it. So it was all the way down here for around $660, and last night started to pump, and it managed to close above the main trend line. So it could be bouncing on this main trend line. We could be bouncing hard here, say for example to the 20-week moving average here, the red line. It could bounce there, you know, at some point roll over and come back down, or it could also go up to the, you know, to the main resistance and break out here. But I don't find this to be the most likely possibility. I think the most likely is that this main trend line won't hold and we will make target at $500. I think we're still going to $500. The reason is because this is the target for the bear flag, and targets, when you get targets from trading patterns, they are made more often than not. It doesn't mean they are always it doesn't mean the price will always go to the target, but it will do it more often than not. And this target is still in play, you know, even with the pump that we had last night here. It was midnight here yesterday when it started to pump up like crazy. So this target at $500 will only be invalidated if the price goes up as high as, you know, getting back in the bear flag channel. It's here. I will show you now in a smaller time frames, but this is the bear flag here. If the price bounces as high as, you know, going back into the bear flag channel, then the target at 500 would be invalidated. But so I don't think that's the most likely thing to happen. As I said before, I still think we're going to 500, but it's not like 90%, you know, it's not that I give 90% probability we go down to 500. Right now, because the weekly candle closed above the main trend line, I would say I'm like 60% we go to the target at 500 and 40% we bounce here, you know, and at some point up here we roll over back down. I would give that maybe 40 or maybe even 55-45. Right now, you know, I don't think it's that unlikely that we actually bounce here on the main trend line because it's a very, very significant trend line. So also we're very, very extended in the downside, so we are overdue for a big bounce in crypto in general. But I still give a little bit more probability that we make target first and then we have you know, a real bounce or a longer period uptrend. I think we're gonna have a lot. I think the most likely is that we make target at 500 and then we have either a big bounce like fast and vertical, or we just start uptrending for, you know, for a longer time. Here, if we are gonna have a long bear market, we will still have periods where we go into uptrends, just like it happens in bull markets, you know. Like here, for example, we were going up, 2 weeks going down a lot before pumping again. So we will have periods of weeks going up, but then, you know, it'll be the downtrends will be longer if we are going to go into a long bear market, which is, you know, what's looking like right now. So if we go to smaller time frames, how do you play this? Because right now we are in a short position here. Right now we are playing this short position here, which I gave the signal a couple of days ago to enter here right when the price went below the previous low here. I shared this signal on the free Telegram channel. And yesterday I said on the free Telegram channel that the stop loss could now be lowered to this level here, 779 more or less, which is the level of the previous, current high right now. So if the price goes above this line, then the position should be closed on a profit, and then I would attempt to short again when it bounces back down. I would anticipate if this actually, this could be forming a bull flag here now, a mini bull flag here. We had this, the pole here. We could have, 2 or 3 candles going a little bit down, like channeling down, and then break up again. And I would anticipate it'll bounce back down when it touches the 50 period moving average, or maybe the top, of this, what it used to be the support line of this bear flag. This channel here is the bear flag, so it could go back up to test, the bottom of the bear flag channel, and then go back down, and in which case I would be opening a short from up higher, because if it bounces here on this line or on the moving average, it doesn't matter. The risk reward is going to be very good, because you enter right when it's bouncing off and you put your stop loss right above the line. So if it goes above the line, you were wrong and the thing is going to continue to go up. But if you are right and it bounces off and it makes the target down at 500, then your risk reward ratio is excellent. So this is the update, and for the record, that's the free Telegram channel, guys. I shared this when we were all the way down here. I shared this. Stop loss can now be lowered to red line level, which is here. Stop loss 778.8, which is exactly how I have it here. All right, guys. So that's how you play it. They started to work in the apartment next door here. I'm not sure if you can hear the noise. But I think that's about it, guys. That's all I wanted to say for the video of today anyways. So this is the situation right now for Bitcoin Cash versus dollar. I will leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.